So, here is why bulking is required if you're skinny fat. Because, bro, I used to be skinny fat just like you, and I successfully escaped it. And honestly, the thing that that made the biggest difference and ultimately helped me to fix it was bulking. Because, bro, you have to understand something. The skinny fat physique, why is it even caused? It's a physique with a high body fat percentage and a low muscle mass. Okay? Because, bro, even if you had low body fat percentage, you would still look skinny fat. Okay? Like, here's the thing. Like, most people think that if you're skinny fat, you should just cut down and you'll get lean. But no, 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 no. It does not work like that. Because, bro, the skinny fat physique is caused by a lack of muscle. You have low muscle mass. So the ultimate fix will be building muscle. And what's the single best way to build muscle? Bulking. In this video, I'll show you how to actually bulk properly and everything, plus the training and everything. So, bro, watch till the end to know how to actually skip it. Right. So, bro, first of all, if you're new here, my name is Muhammad and I've been training for 4 years now consistently. I've made so many mistakes and I'm here sharing what actually works. So, bro, let's begin. First of all, bulking. What does it even mean? Bulking just means eating in a surplus, eating more so you can gain weight, so you can gain muscle. Okay, I know you might have bad thoughts or like a bad idea about bulking because you've been consuming too much fitness content and everyone gives bulking a bad reputation. Because, bro, most people when they bulk, they do it wrong. Okay, like on a bulk, you're supposed to gain weight slowly so you can, while training everything to maximize muscle growth. Okay. But most people start bulking and they just gain the weight too fast and they end up getting fat and they blame it on bulking. They don't blame it on themselves because they did it wrong. Because, bro, there's so many paths with bulking. You could go the wrong path where you're just eating as much as possible, trying to gain weight as fast as possible, gaining so much fat. Okay, you gain muscle, but you also gain so much fat. Or you could do it the right path, the correct way, where you're maximizing muscle gain while minimizing fat gain. And this is exactly what I'll teach you in this video. So, bro, what's the method with bulking? It's very simple. Okay. Bulking will come up to two main things, the diet and the training. So let's start with the diet. So the diet with bulking is very simple. You're gonna be eating more. But the thing that we want to focus on is how much weight you're gaining. Because we're eating more, it's not very hard. Just eat more, your diet and all. Eat more quantity, basically, okay? If you can't do that, try to split them up. Like, you will find a method, don't worry. But you're gonna be eating more. And here's the thing. You're gonna be eating more to the point that you're gaining weight slowly. And you might ask, what do you mean by slowly? And this is very important. You're going to be gaining 1 to 2 kilograms a month. Okay, that's 2 to 4 pounds a month that you will be gaining for the whole month. Okay, let me repeat myself, 1 to 2 kilograms a month. Okay, this way you're maximizing muscle gain while minimizing fat gain. Okay, because if you gain anything more than that, it will just be fat. If you gain anything less than that, the process will be just too slow. Okay, so now that's the main thing for the diet. You're gaining weight slowly, plus keeping your protein high. Protein is very important for muscle growth and everything. We know that. And now, that's it for the diet. The diet's pretty simple. But now, let's talk about the training, where so many people have many mistakes, right? And it's pretty simple. Number one, first of all, you gotta be training consistently. Like this is the basics, right? Obviously, you have to, like, it's a must. You must be training consistently. That's the first thing. But then, let's get into the deeper stuff. The next thing that we have is training intensity. How hard do you go in each set? And this is really important because if you're not training hard enough, you're not gonna grow, right? It's that simple. So, what's the formula with training intensity? It's simple. Just go to failure on every single set. I know this might sound controversial, like most people tell you to go to 2 reps, to keep 2 reps in reserve or whatnot. Bro, just go to failure on every single set, but keep your form proper. Don't ever try to break your form or no, no, no. Keep your form proper at all times and go to failure. For example, let's say you're doing dumbbell bench press, okay? You're going on all and then you're reaching the end of your reps. You can't do another rep. That's it. The set is ended. You don't have to break your form. No, no, no. That's it. Keep your form proper throughout the whole exercise while going to failure. Simple, right? And then from there we have the second thing, which is the volume. And there has been this trend, which is to do low volume training style with high intensity. And it sounds so good and everything, but that's not the case because I gave it a try and I barely made progress. So, bro, trust me, with the volume, it's basically like the amount of sets that you do. Okay? The trend was basically cutting your amount of sets in half or just reducing them by a lot and just going to failure on every single set. It sounds nice, but it's not really practical, is it? So now, what's like the advice? Like, what's what? So now, what's my advice with the volume? Like, how many sets should you do? Basically, you could go like do high volume, or you could do low volume. But the best path is doing enough volume. Nothing too high and nothing too low. Do enough volume, enough sets per week for each muscle. And bro, for the last thing in the training, we have progressive overload. It's basically a system to help you progress and everything, and it's really important, but it's simple. Okay? So first of all, we want you to pick a rep range. For example, 8 to 12 reps for all every exercise, okay? You stick to this rep range on all of your exercises, and now this decides like the weight and everything. So you pick a weight that you can do 8 reps with. For example, barbell bicep curls, you choose, for example, 20 kilograms and you can do 8 reps with it, okay? Next session, I want you to push harder so you can do 9. The one after it, 10. And you keep going, like pushing harder than last time in every session until you hit the end of your rep range, which in our example was 12. When you hit 12 reps with this weight, you can now like graduate to the next weight. So now you can increase the weight and repeat the whole cycle again. Because bro, when you increase the weight, you'll find yourself able to do 8 reps again. And every session, try to push harder and harder and all that until you hit the end of the rep range and increase the weight again. You just apply this to all of your exercises. And bro, you do all of this. Eat more to the point that you're gaining weight slowly, plus keeping your protein high, training consistently, training hard enough, doing enough volume, and progressively overloading properly. After that, you'll be bulking for a couple of months. Okay? You have put on muscle and everything, it's all going nice and everything. And then, after a couple of months of bulking, you'll have gained some body fat, which is normal, but you've gained muscle, which is like the big thing. After that, you could go on a cut and reveal the masterpiece, right? Because this is the method to escape the skinny fat physique. And lastly, if you want more help from me, I got a full-on private community, which you will find in the first link in the description, where you get my full course. You also get weekly calls with me and more. Check it out. It's the first link in the description. And other than that, I will see you in the next video. Brother.